Welcome to Z Connect Season 3. Are you connected? I'm sure you all would agree with me that winters is the most blissful time in the UAE, isn't it? I'm sure you guys have thoroughly enjoyed your winters. But now that summer is on the way, we all are going to miss those beautiful foggy mornings. But at least I had a chance to capture a few of them on my phone. If you have any such pictures, please do share with us on our Facebook page. So guess what? Our very own Dance India dance stars were here in Dubai to launch a new dance studio by Nigel and Satya. So let's catch the live performance by Dharmesh sir and Jay. How are you associated with Nigel and Satya?
I know Nigel from very long time. We've been the best friends earlier. We've worked together. We have danced, got trained together. And I think that is the best thing about him, that he remembered me no matter what. Even if I've taken one step ahead, he remembered me and he said, I want you, Jay, no matter what. You have to come here. And I said, with my just closed eyes, I said, Tu bula, main aata hu.
What are the highlights of Dance Studio?
We are also going to be getting international artists, international performers down every couple of months. For instance, like we've already gotten Jay and Dharmesh down from Dance India Dance. Soon we will be looking at international artists from the United States as well. And obviously the list just keeps going on.
एक्चुअली मैं जी के बारे में बोलूँगा. मैं दूसरी कोई चैनल का मुझे नहीं पता, बट जी का मुझे इतना पता है कि कोई भी आर्टिस्ट को वो लाते हैं, जिन्हें वो आर्टिस्ट बनाते हैं, नॉर्मल पीपल से आर्टिस्ट बनाते हैं, वो सिर्फ जी करता है. और आर्टिस्ट बनाने के बाद उसे संभालते हैं, वो सिर्फ जी करता है, बाकी दूसरा कोई नहीं करता.
वेरी ट्रू.
बिकॉज बहुत से चैनल में मैंने देखा जो रियलिटी शो में आके चले गए, देन कोई पहचानता नहीं, कोई जानता नहीं. इवन कुछ भी हो जाए, बहुत अच्छे शो जो बहुत हिट गए, लेकिन उसके बाद उनके कंटेस्टेंट खो जाते हैं, उनके आर्टिस्ट खो जाते हैं. बस जी टीवी एक ऐसा है जो वो आर्टिस्ट को पकड़ के रखता है और हमेशा साथ में रहता है. ऐसा नहीं कि कहीं दूर चले गए फिर भी, बट वो जी कर सकता है, बाकी दूसरा कोई नहीं कर सकता.
Of course, Dance India Dance has come from Z Television. Yes. So we are also very happy that Z has given us the platform.
That was a great performance. I wish I could dance like them. Family for me is my comfort zone. And as I meet different families, it reinforces my belief in the institution of family. Especially if the family is like the family of Mahnaz Shaikh, who is a Vastu consultant, and Dr. Samir Shaikh, who is an orthodontist. And welcome to Z Connect. Please introduce yourself and your family.
Hello, my name's Alina and I'm 8. And this is my brother Mikhail, he's 4. My dad's an orthodontist and my mum's an architect. Our favorite hobby as a family is camping. We do a lot of adventures. We're very sporty. We like going outdoors. My favorite sport is climbing stuff, like the mountains, desert dunes.
I'm sure you guys watch a lot of television. Do you guys watch ZTV?
Yes, we do. I watch Dance India Dance and I really love it.
Hi and welcome to Z Connect.
Hi Kalindi. Thank you for having us on the show.
So please tell us about your journey in the UAE. How did you guys come to be here and the entire story behind it?
It's been a long journey and a pretty interesting story, at least from my perspective. I in fact met Mahnaz on an internet portal, a marriage site. And when I met her, I proposed to her and we got hitched. I've been here since 2000 That's about 12 years, and she joined me 2 years later. And we've been together ever since with 2 kids. And I think it's been a wonderful life.
Yes, Kalindi, it's true that he came to Pune to meet me. We met on the web, and then he proposed marriage to me. But I couldn't accept it immediately. Of course, we had to wait for the families. And then we got married, and I've been here in Dubai for the past 10 years.
So you guys have been here a pretty long time. What do you guys like about the UAE?
The UAE has been a wonderful country. For the local population to have such a broad acceptance of us is quite an admirable fact, I would say. And the multicultural diversity that we see out here is exactly what I wanted. You really get to interact with so many people, the freedoms, the great incomes, no taxes, and a high standard of living. That's my USP for Dubai.
And I like Dubai because it's extremely safe for women and for children. My children here are safer than they can be in India or even in the West. So I love Dubai because of that.
Please share with us the most memorable moments that you guys have shared as a family together.
For me, there have been many memorable moments, but nothing to compare to the birth of my daughter. That was a turning point in my life, and I cherish every moment of it.
Definitely the birth of both my children, Alina and Mikhail. They have really grounded me, and they've made my life so wonderful. And also buying my house here in Dubai. Finally, I could do my house up the way I wanted to do because I'm an interior designer, and also I'm a feng shui consultant. So life has been good because I could finally positively design my own place.
In your busy schedule, how do you guys manage to spend time together as a family and with each other?
Yeah, well, it's been a hectic schedule in my life, and quite honestly, I have to take time out of my life to spend time with my family, which I have to do. I consider myself to be a weekend father. Sad statement, but that's the truth of it.
We do a lot of things with the family. With my children, especially, we go to the malls, of course, because we are in Dubai. But we go to the beach, we go camping, we go to the park. And I do spend a lot of time with my husband also, every day. We have a lot of coffee mornings together because he's more busy in the evenings.
Oh wow, it's really great to know that you spend so many coffee mornings together. On that note, let's have a quick rapid fire round, starting with you. What's her favorite color?
Red?
No yellow.
Okay, let's try another one. What's her favorite cuisine?
Oh, definitely Chinese.
You're right.
And her favorite movie?
Mostly Hindi.
And that's also true.
So let's start with you now. Who's his favorite actress?
Aishwarya.
Yeah, that's a thumbs up.
What's his favorite sport?
Cricket?
And where's his favorite travel destination?
I don't know.
Goa.
Very true, actually. Whenever the boys meet, they only want to go to Goa. I wonder what they do there.
So what happens in Goa stays in Goa, right?
It's like the Indian edition of the movie The Hangover.
And last but not the least, what do you guys like to watch on ZTV?
There are quite a few choices, but I prefer to watch Z Business and Z Studios. There's some good movies playing there.
I grew up on Antakshri. We used to love it. And now with my children, I enjoy watching Dance India Dance.
Oh, lovely. Thank you so much for being a part of Z Connect.
Thanks, Kalandi. It was great having you over.
Thank you.
That's an amazing way to spend time together as a family despite the busy schedules. If you would like to be a part of our Z family, please do share your details with us on our Facebook page. It's time for a short break, but coming up next, we have a lot of exciting events lined up just for you, so stay connected. Welcome back to Z Connect Season 3. Are you connected? It was such a bright and pleasant morning listening to the poetic hearts gathered at the Poetic Symposium, organized by the SGI Gulf in order to promote peace and justice. Welcome to Z Connect.
Thank you very much.
How's your association been with SGI Gulf?
It's a friendship, personal friendship with Rakesh Tharoor and with Dr. Akash Oshi. And then this Poetic Heart Symposium, once we were discussing and said, how about helping us with this, making this Poetic Heart. And we started, and last year was the first version of the Poetic Heart, and it went very, very smoothly and nicely. And alhamdulillah, now this is the second time we are doing it.
Please tell us the message that you convey when you write your poetry.
Poetry is really the soul of any nation. And there are some common things, themes between poets from all over the world, whether it is something like love, like humanitarian values. That is a message that I find it in poetries.
It's a great pleasure to be here at the Poetic Heart. Poetry in the subcontinent and the Arab world is part of the oral tradition, and we are a civilization which has treasured and relished poetry recitation in public, where thousands just sit and there's just words between the audience and the poet. And today we are continuing that tradition, and it's a great tradition because poetry is peace. Poetry doesn't make war.
Purpose and the vision for doing this Poetic Heart Connecting Humanity is to spread the word of humanism and to encourage people to connect and bond with this medium of poetry.
What an initiative to create heart-to-heart human bonds. From poetic hearts to musical ones. Known for their fire power act, Bandish, the indie rock band, was here in Dubai. So let's see how they got their audiences grooving.
Feels great to be in Dubai. We came here yesterday and we've met a lot of local people around, and all that we've come to know is that they are big Bollywood fans. So most of our set list tonight is going to be hardcore Bollywood. So we are in for a treat, and in fact we are doing a lot of our songs also. So it'll be good fun, I'm sure.
What do you think about the evolution of music in this part of the world?
Well, as far as I know, and my experience takes me back, that Dubai is very focused on international acts, mostly, and definitely Bollywood plays a big part over here in Dubai. And right from Shah Rukh Khan to everybody down, all our Indian bands and everybody is doing a great job down here. And it is the mecca and city for great music. International bands, international artists, international performers have come here. And we as a band, as Bandish, we really feel extremely happy to be here, because now we add ourselves to the list of international acts.
Thank you so much for being a part of the show.
It's a pleasure.
Really, what energy on stage. I couldn't help but groove to their music. From music to automobiles, we were at the Cadillac XTS ATS launch, the luxury sedan that has won the hearts of so many. So let's find out how. Welcome to the show and congratulations on the launch of the car.
Thanks a lot. In fact, I wish to express that we are very delighted with the launch of these two new generation Cadillac XTS and ATS. We have been waiting for this all this while. Cadillac XTS and ATS actually marks the entry of the first one amongst the top 10 models which are going to come from Cadillac in the next coming 3 years. And XTS and ATS have been designed especially with the dramatic styling. And also on the XTS front, it has a technologically advanced feature called the Q which has been backed up in the ATS also. So this marks the debut of the Q system also on the Cadillac XTS and ATS. And what Q does is it brings infotainment and entertainment together under one screen. It's as if having an LCD screen on your car. Like you're in a drawing room with LCDs and LEDs, it will be in your car itself now. And moving on to the ATS. ATS is a very agile car which has been launched. We have been waiting for this in the entry-level segment where we never had a car from Cadillac. And finally, Cadillac has an ATS entry-level car, which is agile, one of the most light-weighted cars. And it is going to give a head-on competition to the other brands, luxury car brands.
We're very excited to be here tonight with our exclusive Cadillac dealer for the UAE, Liberty Automobiles Company. These all two new vehicles are, our customers have been waiting for them, and we're really happy to launch it here today in Dubai. And we look forward to seeing, what comes out of the next 12 months.
So please tell us, do any design modifications have to be made to the cars for this region?
Of course, with any General Motors vehicle, there are quality standards that have to be met for any part of the world that a car is being sold in. And usually these quality standards are set by the representing office here. So as General Motors Middle East here, we work with our quality engineers back in North America, and we ensure that the cars go through a rigorous testing to ensure that none of our customers have any issues when these cars come. Does that affect redesign? Not so much the exterior, but sometimes on the interior we will do tweaks based on reports and tests that we do on the different vehicles.
So now we know it's features like the safety and infotainment that make these cars so impressive. It's time for a quick break, but don't go anywhere because we have a lot more lined up just for you. Welcome back to Z Connect Season 3. Are you connected? Isn't it amazing that what we eat becomes us? Like bread is bread until I eat it, and then it becomes me. Something to think about. In the meantime, Chef Akshay from signature restaurant Hotel Melia is going to show you the healthier version of your favorite recipe on Cuisine Central. We have a delightful surprise for you today on Cuisine Central. So let's find out from Chef Akshay. Hi Chef, and welcome to Cuisine Central.
Thank you very much.
So what's the surprise that you have for us today?
Yes, today I'm gonna make a healthy version of a very unhealthy dish, which is butter chicken. For Bhopla butter chicken, we need 3 pieces of chicken thigh boneless, 1 cup of hunkered, 1 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste, half teaspoon red chili powder, salt to taste, and 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. For gravy, we need 8 pieces of red tomatoes, which are pureed, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 2 pieces green cardamom, 1 piece of mace, 1 teaspoon fenugreek leaves powdered, 1 teaspoon degi mirch, 1 tablespoon garlic chopped, salt to taste, half tablespoon of butter, half cup milk, and half cup of pumpkin butternut, which is roasted and pureed. तो आज हम बनाएंगे बटर चिकन अपने स्टाइल में. हम डालेंगे इसके अंदर pumpkin का paste, which is called bhopla. That's why I call it bhopla butter chicken. So bhopla, basically when people eat pumpkin, they say, oh my god, pumpkin. But trust me, when you're gonna eat this recipe, you will not even come to know this pumpkin in this recipe.
Wow, let's get started.
Definitely. And the best part about adding this pumpkin to this is, pumpkin will give it a very rich flavor. Secondly, it will give the body to the curry, which is usually done by adding lots of cream and butter. So that's the reason. And the color of this pumpkin, which I have, the baby squashes which I'm using here, is also yellow. So it is gonna give a very, very good color. You see this creamy consistency? This is nature. So I'm using the ingredients of the nature to make this recipe healthy, and all you can eat that. So the pan is hot. Just add 1 teaspoon of oil to season the pan. I'm using vegetable oil. To this we add a little bit of garlic.
To bring out the taste and flavor.
That's right. Butter chicken has got 2 primary flavors. One is of the garlic and second is of the kasuri methi, which is dry fenugreek powder. So these 2 are the most important ingredients you cannot skip. And the best part is both the ingredients are without the calories.
And we cook it until it turns golden brown, right?
Yes, little golden, but should not be brown because butter chicken calls for a very light flavor of garlic. So garlic is almost sautéed.
What comes next?
Yes, I'm gonna add a little bit of ginger garlic to this and turn off the flame to medium. Over here I have the fresh tomato purees, the red tomato puree. This goes in this. So some fresh green cardamom and mace, jawitri and lychee. Now to this cooking tomato puree, we add a little bit of degi mirch, which is red chili powder, depending upon how spicy you want the dish to be. And now allow it to cook for almost 20 to 25 minutes on a medium flame, stirring it occasionally. आप देख सकते हैं वो जो कलर है बटर चिकन का वो ऑलरेडी आना शुरू हो चुका है. The best part is always choose very red blush tomatoes. So meanwhile, let's make the marination for the chicken. I have chicken to which I am adding the lemon juice.
So 2 teaspoons of lemon juice should be fine, right?
Definitely. Little salt to season the chicken. Red chili powder. I have some hung curd. And now will be the last ingredient, which is a little bit of ginger garlic paste. So no need to apply 2 marinations because you're cooking the chicken already with the sauce later on. So just quickly marinate the chicken so that the raw flavor is gone and that spicy, beautiful flavor is coming in the chicken. You can leave it in the refrigerator overnight if you have time, else 2 to 3 hours will also be sufficient. So now let's make the tikka.
And how do we get started?
Yes, usually it should be made in tandoor, but many of you don't have tandoor at home. So just use a non-stick pan and you can saute it on the pan. Add a little bit of oil because it's already non-stick, no need to add too much. Just a little bit to season the pan, that's it. When the pan is hot, just so as you can see, the chicken is already ready.
With a very crispy golden brown color.
That's right. Just turn it once. And now we leave them aside. So now you can see the curry is almost ready. And it's the time to add the pumpkin paste, which is the Bhopla paste. So here goes in some baby squash paste, the pumpkin, Bhopla.
So how is this made, chef?
Yes, you need to roast the pumpkin. Just peel it, cut it into small cubes, roast it, and then you need to puree it and keep it aside. You see that body is coming to the chicken curry.
So what's next, chef?
Yes, now is the need to add the skim milk, which is the replacement of the cream. Just a little bit. And just cook it on a very slow flame so that the milk doesn't split. So you can see that curry, which always signifies the butter chicken, is ready.
But chef, no butter in butter chicken?
Yes, that's a tricky one. We are gonna add only 1 small teaspoon of cholesterol-free butter, which is the replacement of the usual unhealthy butter. Wow, what a flavor coming out. And we are gonna finish this with a little bit of salt because the chicken already has salt. Make sure the sauce is nicely seasoned. And to flavor this goes in some kasuri methi, the fenugreek powder. Cook it further for almost 5 minutes. So now is the time to add the chicken, which is already cooked just now.
Let me help you with that.
Surely. And allow it to cook further for another 5 minutes till the time chicken is properly cooked from inside. It's hot.
And mixed well with the spices.
Definitely. So our chicken looks ready. Let's do the plating for this.
Absolutely.
So I have a wonderful plate here. And a little bit of kasuri methi to garnish the dish.
But chef, what's the difference in the calories between our healthy recipe and the original butter chicken?
Usually a traditional recipe of a butter chicken comes to almost 550 to 600 calories. But our traditional butter chicken with a lesser version of fats is only 250 odd calories. Marinate the chicken by applying all the ingredients. Leave in the refrigerator for 2 to 3 hours. Pan sear and cook. Leave aside. For gravy, heat oil in a handi, add some chopped garlic, saute for a minute. Now add the freshly pureed tomatoes, followed by small cardamom mace, and cook. Add some salt. Once the tomatoes are thoroughly cooked, finish with kasuri methi. Now add the chicken tikkas in this gravy. Stir, adjust seasoning, and serve. So our butter chicken with Bhopla gravy is ready to eat. You can see all these interesting recipes on our Facebook fan page.
I'm sure all you chicken lovers are eager to try this recipe. It's time for me to take your leave, but I'll be back next week with a lot more exciting stuff. Till then, take care and stay connected.